Okay guys, how's it going? Today we're going to wrap up 7-6 and we're going to wrap it up with talking about natural logarithms. I don't know if you guys remember, but when we first started this chapter, I told you that there were two main kind of logs, okay? There's common log, which we have already been working with. That's log base 10, which equals just straight up log. Okay, that's common log, if you guys remember that. That's what we've been working with so far. Today we're going to talk about natural logs. And we had already discussed a little bit, tiny bit about natural logs. Natural logs comes from the function y equals e to the x power, okay? And of course, e to the x power has an inverse. And that inverse is the natural logarithmic function. And it is log base e of x. So basically, e to the y power equals x. Now, this log base e can be written in a very fancy fashion as ln. So whenever you see your ln key on a calculator, know that that is natural log. Please do not confuse that with common log. Just like all the other log properties, guys, if I have, okay, ln of e to the b power, since ln has a base of e, these guys cancel and I'm left with b. Vice versa. If I have e to the ln of b power, since ln has a base of e, these guys cancel and I'm left with b as well. Same thing as log, guys. You remember that when I said if you have, for example, log base 6 of 6 to the 7th power, doesn't that equal straight up 7? Because when this base and the answer are the same, they cancel and you're left with the exponent, right? Same thing. I don't want you guys to think now, oh my God, I got to learn something new. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's just now with a base of e. That's why I have right here, natural and common logs are simplified and solved he same way. I don't know what he same way means, but I do know what the same way means. I apologize. Okay? So they are simplified the same way and solved the same way. So again, there's really no new skills really in essence to learn here. Bless you, son. Let's go ahead and start talking about simplifying them just like we would simplify normal logs. Okay? I've got 2 ln of 15 minus ln of 75. My friends, the 2 in front of the ln still represents an exponent. Great. And the subtraction still represents same thing, guys. I promise you. So this is simply ln of 15 squared over 75, which is going to equal ln of 3. Which, if I wanted the exact answer, and I put that in my calculator, it's 1.0986. So either or there. And actually, if I read my own directions, this part here was not asked for. Maybe I should learn how to read. It says simplify each logarithm as a single natural log, not as a value. If I said find the value of this, then once you've gotten here, guys, then you could go ahead and put in the actual answer from the calculator, okay? So I apologize. I should pay attention. I will not find the value for the rest of these, being that I'm going to follow directions and just write them as a single log. Is that cool? Okay. So for B, I've got ln of 7 plus 2 ln of 5. Same thing as before, guys. What do you think it's going to be? Come on, you tell me. Ln of 7 times 25, which is 5 squared. Very good. So I believe that's going to be ln of 175. Okay, there it is. For number C, for letter C, excuse me, 3 ln x minus 2 ln 2x. Please be careful here. This is going to be ln of x cubed, very good, divided by 2x, but is the whole thing being squared? Yes. Be careful with that. That too affects everything here, gentlemen. So then this is going to be literally ln of x over 4. Done. Because, of course, 2x squared is 4x squared. X cubed divided by x is x. Does that make sense, my brothers? All right. Last but not least, 3 ln x plus 2 ln y plus ln of 5. What we got there? Come on, I believe in you guys. Do it. ln 5 x cubed y squared. Done. Great job. Talk to me if you don't see that, please. Yes, sir. I would say it has to be in this order just because I like to have the 5 in the front, sir. But no, I mean, technically it could be x cubed y squared and then a 5 at the end. You know, it could have been ln x squared y, well, x cubed y squared times 5. But mathematically speaking, sir, the numbers usually want to come in the front, sir. Does that make sense, bro? You got that? Thank you, dog. Does everyone have this so far? Well, if you guys remember, wasn't this a whole lesson that we did with logs? We already have them down pat. See what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. That's why I know you guys are going to do well here. Now here, you got to have your calculator. There's just no choice about it here, guys. Okay? I am sorry, but you got to have your calculator. Okay? So let me just make sure here. I'm doing this. Okay, yes. Okay. Same thing as before here, my brothers. We're going to solve. I got an ln of x minus 3 squared equals 4. Okay? I already have an ln, so I cannot ln both sides. I cannot ln both sides. But what I can do is, what's the base of ln? Not 10. Base of log is 10. That's good. I'm glad you made that mistake. That's a great mistake. So this is going to be e to the 4th power, okay, equals x minus 3 squared. Does that make sense? Okay, folks, sorry about that. So now, I want to solve for x, okay? You may think, wait, hold on, Moral. You got an e and the next, dude. You got 2 variables, bro. No. Remember that e equals Euler's number. And Euler's number has an actual value, guys. Okay? In fact, let's see. Euler's number equals 2.71828, etc., etc., etc. That's what the value of e to the 1st power is, Euler's number. So I want to solve for x. So how do I get rid of that x that's being squared right now, my brothers? You square root both sides. Thank you very much. Remember that when we're square rooting in an equation, I have to have a plus or minus. Thank you. Very good, son. So I'm going to have plus or minus the square root of, come on, man. Come on, man. Plus or minus e squared equals x minus 3. So then I'm going to go ahead and add 3 to both sides. And that's going to give me x equals e squared plus 3 and negative e squared plus 3. Does everyone see how and why I did that? You promised me, guys. Okay, so let's do it. What's the math there? What's 3 plus e squared? Okay, 10.389, so let's just say 10.39. And what's 3 minus e squared, gentlemen? And then what's the second part of it? You got 3 plus e squared. What's 3 minus e squared? No? What's 3 minus e squared, guys? I'm getting negative 4.39. Let me pause and make sure you're doing this right on the calculator. Okay, we're back on track here. Let's check out B, guys. We've got ln of 2x plus ln of 3 equals 2. So let's go ahead and combine these because there's an addition sign there. So this would in essence be ln of 6x equals 2. So e to the second power equals 6x. Divide by 6. So x should equal e squared divided by 2. So, I'm sorry, divided by 6. I got 1.2315. I'm sorry, my man? Let's leave it like that for now. Take it out to 4 places. On a test, I'll tell you round to the hundreds to the thousands. Does that make sense, guys, what we did here? Promise? Okay. I'll take that as a yes. Okay. I've got ln of 3x plus 5 squared equals 4. So e to the 4th power equals 3x plus 5 squared. Let's cancel out that square by taking a square root of both sides.
Zachary Portfolio, please report to the attendance office at time. Nick and Zach Portfolio to the attendance office, please.
And what that's going to give me is plus or minus e squared equals 3x plus 5. You guys with me here so far? Okay. Now I'm going to have to subtract 5 to both sides, guys. So rewrite it like this. Negative 5 plus or minus e squared equals 3x divided by 3. So I've got negative 5 plus or minus e squared divided by 3 equals x. I don't care about the answer right now. I care about that you understood that setup. Went from here to here to here to here. Does everyone see what I just did there, my brothers? Because I'm going to erase this in a second and just leave the answer part. Is that cool? Okay. So, what do I have? Let's go ahead and move this guy over here. Basically, I'm going to, in my calculator, break it up like this, guys, to make my life easy. Negative 5 plus e squared over 3, comma, negative 5 minus e squared over 3. Hopefully that makes your life a little bit easier. So x is going to equal, I'm going to do it with you guys, negative 5 plus e squared divided by 3. What did you guys get? That's exactly what I got. 0.7963. And then, again, follow what I'm doing. Negative 5 minus e squared divided by 3. What did you guys get for that one? Negative 4.1296. That's exactly correct. Does that make sense, my brothers? Sir. Thank you. You probably didn't do the negative e correctly. What I would suggest always is put the e squared on the back side of it. So always go negative 5 plus the e squared or negative 8 minus the e squared. Don't go negative e squared first, because depending on how you put in your calculator, you may make that negative e a positive e by squaring it. You see what I'm saying? Depends on whether or not you put parentheses or what you do with that. So that's why I wrote it that way. Always set it up with your e on the latter side of the binomial. Does that help? Does that make sense? You with me, guys? Okay, let's continue, please. This is Mickey Mouse. E squared equals x. Right?
Teachers, please pardon us interruption.
All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so yes, e squared will equal, x equals 7.389. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's what happens when we have the ln. We just remember that it has a base of e. When we have the e already, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit easier, in my opinion. First thing you want to do is you want to get the x alone. And to get the x alone, we're going to go ahead, first of all, and subtract 2 to both sides. So I'm going to have 4e to the 2x equals 14. I'm going to go ahead and divide that bad boy by 4. Okay? And it's going to be e to the 2x equals 14 over 4. Now, what do you think I can do to release that e, to get rid of that e? No, I can't square root it, because by square rooting it, I don't get rid of the x there. You ln it. Yes. If I ln both sides, what's going to happen now is, what's the ln of e become? Now remember, it cancels and it drops down to the exponent, right? So I'm going to have 2x equals ln of 14 over 4, or 3.5. Now divide by 2 in your calculators, my brother. What is the ln of 3.5 divided by 2? Yes, 0.626. Good job. And there it is. Let's look at f. Okay. Some people do this a little bit differently. Some people don't like to divide by 2. Some people like to ln it right from the beginning, and that's fine. Let me show you how that would work if you wanted to do that. If I want to ln both sides right now, this is going to become ln of e to the negative 2x. Okay, you with me? And then, no, but there's a negative x there, because that 2 is an exponent. Remember, when you multiply, it's an exponent? Okay, how about this? How about we don't do it the shortcut way, we just do it. Divide 2 to both sides. E to the negative x equals 10. Now ln both sides. So I'm going to have negative x equals ln of 10. Divide by negative 1. X will equal, in this case, gentlemen, y'all petered out there. I didn't hear a word y'all said. What is it going to be, guys? Negative 2.3. Very good. Negative 2.3. Very good. Next. E to the x minus 2 equals 12. There's no simplifying I can do here. I need to drop that x minus 2 to the front. So I'm going to ln both sides. When I ln both sides, I get x minus 2 equals ln of 12. Please remember, guys, that the reason this is able to be done, ln of base e, those cancel. Bye-bye. So I'm going to have my x minus 2. Go ahead and add 2 to both sides. X is going to equal ln of 12 minus or plus 2, which would equal 4.48. Very good. And last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and subtract 5 to both sides. E to the 3x equals 10. I'm going to ln both sides. When I ln an e, it cancels. I have 3x equals ln of 10. Go ahead and find what x is, which is ln of 10 divided by 3, gentlemen, which would equal roughly 0.77. That's exactly correct. Awesome timing. 1 minute to spare, but we're done. Do you see, guys, that that's just the same thing as log? Yeah. It's just with the base of e. And you need a calculator for this, of course, and for the quizzes and for the tests for this part. May God bless you. Have a great day. Thank you for a great lesson.